Good morning, everyone. Morning, MT. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me just move stuff around here. Oh, I don't even have my studio lights on. Whatever. This is, it's just gonna have to be what it is. What am I seeing shiny here? Oh, it's just like a Ziploc of stuff. Good morning. Well, MT, I wouldn't call it good audio. But Happy New Year, everyone. My workbench is a mess, but that's okay. This is my last video, the AI video right here. Gonna move some stuff out of the way. Been doing some 3D printing. Oh my God. Welcome to the stream. Literally zero guarantees how long I'm going to be able to stream for. I'm probably going to be coughing like crazy, but I just wanted to hang out with you guys, see how possible it is to stream, and then maybe tomorrow I'll come back with a plan. We will see. All right, let me get this stuff out of the way. Oh, I was like, something's hot. Yeah, my freaking coffee. All right. Let's move this stuff. How is everyone this new year? MT, are you like in the gym because it's your New Year's resolution, or did you always go to the gym or the treadmill? No matter where your treadmill is. Nope. This is a dog's leg, which I've tried to print a couple times. It has failed. These we can talk about in a little bit too. This, though, can go in the trash. There we go. All right, let's start with some non-electronics. This is a Christmas gift from me to me that I didn't think I was going to get because of Canada Post going on strike. So I've been waiting for this for, I think, since November. It's been in the country since November, but I got it just before New Year, just after New Year. This is for the summer. I also have a fishing rod, but this is my first only on treadmill for weather. Ah, gotcha. This is normal for me on. So, this is a company is called Piscifun. It's sort of like a Chinese recognizable brand. This is their carbon fiber model. I think the ad is saying that this is like carbon reinforced plastic. I don't think so. Definitely not steel. But I think this is more like just regular fiberglass reinforced plastic. And the reason I think that is because the black is not like super black. This is filthy. One moment, please. I did hear that the States, in some places, there was like snowstorms where there isn't usually snowstorms. Are you affected by that? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know about carbon fiber reinforced. but I do know that there is carbon down here. This is definitely, you see the carbon fiber weave underneath there. And I think some of the friction components are carbon as well. I think that's how you remove this. I think I might be driving, not yet, but bitter cold. Okay, yeah, it's cold as hell up here too. I might be driving my wife crazy because I already want to get back on the water. We're not even done winter yet. Well, you can just unscrew the front here and free the barrel. Kind of afraid that something's going to come sproinging out. Like a childproof thing? Whatever. Hopefully I can get the drag back on. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Whatever. Anyways, so this is my new reel for the summer. I have a carbon fiber rod coming as well. This was not very expensive. This is $100 on Amazon, but I picked it up on AliExpress. I think I paid like 51 or something like that. So pretty cheap. Probably going to end up doing a little bit of fishing content in the summer. I just noticed fishing content on YouTube, it has a lot of friggin' views. So we'll see if I can do like a couple videos with relatively low effort, and then in 10 years they get 100,000 views. I mean, might be worth it. So that's that. Spoiled myself also because of the Voron building. Probably going to be building another Voron this year. It'll depend on the financials. This is a belt tension tool. So essentially, this is a depth. It's like a vernier caliper almost. And essentially it has a known spring force, and then you run the belt through here and you check the deflection, and you just compare one belt to the other. If they have the same deflection, then that tells you that your belts are equally tensioned. So not super expensive. Actually, it feels quite cheap, so we'll see how good it actually is. Does it have a USB port? Has some sort of port there. But it's nice to know empirically what's going on with my belt tensions. So there we go. So this is from BQ, I guess. Whatever that means. I think they used to, excuse me, I think they used to make 3D printers. Is this focusing? Yeah, you better not do like focus seeking. I'll be mad. Other thing I got, this is for, both for RC projects, but also I've been talking about a GPS controlled trolling motor. And so this is a servo I might use for that. So it comes with a metal arm, which is pretty good. But this is a 12 volt, 150 kilogram force servo. This thing is on paper insane. Like, I don't know how to quantify the strength. I'm gonna look into this because I would like to set up a rig where you can just slot in a servo and then run the arm up against like a load cell or something, and check these numbers. So this will run directly on 12 volts. And this thing should have plenty of force to move the trolling motor around, point the trolling motor in different directions. So that's that. And I do want my trolling motor to be functional. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work out the steering mechanism, and then I'll just have like a remote around my neck that I can control the trolling motor, and I'll put it in the front of the boat. I'll be able to steer using my remote control and this servo. And since you need a battery anyways for the trolling motor, that means that I already will have on board the power source for the electronics. And this year I also want to build a bracket. Probably going to mock it up out of like strapping out of wood, and then hang a solar panel off the back, a big 100-watt solar panel, so that I never have to charge my batteries, and I'll be able to motor along with the trolling motor all day if I really want to. So that's the plan there. Let me know if it's too dim in here. I don't have the studio lights on. If I flip them on, what does it look like? A little bit brighter. Here, we'll run them for a while. If I get like a headache or something, we're gonna cut that. So yeah, really excited to try these things. Check the current draw on them. Hopefully they're gonna be reliable. I've got 3 here. So DS51150 looked fine. Yeah, now it's brighter though. Continuation with the automated trolling motor, there's this. So these things are probably like 30 bucks a pop. They're kind of expensive, but I mean, they're a hell of a unit, right? This was, I need to check now. Hang on, let me pull out my phone. Because this was kind of expensive, but it's not just for one project. Oh, I think it's too bright now. Whatever. We'll deal with it. All right, let's scroll through an embarrassing amount of fishing stuff. This was 300 bucks for all these things. However, it is a autopilot system. So this is the Pixhawk, I believe it's Pixhawk 4 Pro. So it's a Pixhawk something Pro. You're gonna focus. Pixhawk Pro, there we go. Has SD card built in or already included with firmware on it. It's going to be fantastic. Going to plug that in to power, and it's going to send China my location. So there's the main unit. And then there's a bunch of accessories. I think it's Pixhawk 4. It doesn't say. Looking for the autopilot hardware was so incredibly, such an incredibly obtuse process. But anyways, I can complain about that another time. This is a mast, and the mast holds this. This is a GPS. So I went with the expensive version. Excuse me. Because the GPS unit is supposed to be more precise, higher quality unit. Oh yeah, and it has a compass built in. Obtuse Furrow. You know exactly what I said. So yeah, GPS and compass module, and this will plug into the Pixhawk. So I can put that there. Then here is a current sensor. So again, this is part of why this costs so much, is because I have all the accessories to do some automation. Like you can automate, it's really meant for RC vehicles, drones, cars, boats, whatever. And when you use the software, the open source software made with this stuff, you're supposed to promise that you're not using it in a manned vehicle. Well, I promise, wink, wink. But yeah, so this is going to be the current sensor. So I'll be able to check how much power the trolling motor is using and graph it over time. Actually reports, you can actually have it report back to a controller or whatever. Here is a display. So again, all these modules, you typically have, you know, they're available separately, and you have to build out your loadout. But because you have to pay for shipping now, it's much cheaper to buy these all at once. So, oh, that's embarrassing. I thought this was an LCD module with like specific Pixhawk stuff, but this is literally just a regular I2C OLED. God damn, I have some here. Oh, whatever. I have another one now. There we go. VCC, ground, SCL, SDA. This is just a regular OLED. That's fine. It did come with the adapter cable though. So I suppose I'm not too mad, because this cable that needs these special, probably Molex PH, PH Micro or something, this cable would probably be $5 and $2 of shipping. So I guess whatever, it is what it is. Like so, put that back on. And also it has instructions. Like this is a whole shebang. Good morning, Gerald. Oh, see, yeah, it has some instructions there. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was a whole kit, right? I was just hoping everything would work perfectly. There's the expansion module. So you plug this in. I don't know on which, but you have like a whole bunch of connectors in parallel. So you got that. Like because this is for like drones, things like the power button are separate. There's nothing like this is like 20 grams. So silly things like there. That's a module with a power button and a buzzer. Beep and safety V1.2. So like everything in here is like highly integrated. So yes, it is a little expensive, but a GPS trolling motor is like $1,200 plus. So I'm not too concerned. Oh yeah, I'll show you something too really quick. So here's the base for the Pixhawk with rubber grommets to isolate vibration. And because, again, for drones, this is fiberglass. It's not plastic. You see the texture? So this is woven fiberglass. This is, again, where some of the price comes in. And there's a base piece that hooks up to your drone. And then you've got the autopilot mount. So there we go. Again, fiberglass. Super thin fiberglass. Okay, so that's that. And then there's also foam tape to isolate more. And then here, again, everything is modular. Here is how you connect it to USB. So you have a USB-C with a plug. It says LED and USB. Oh yeah, there's LED. So there's your status, right? And your USB. And then you got to plug that in. There's one USB there, but I don't even know where the other one goes. So this is all going to be like having to read the documentation, and probably more likely having AI help with this. But I'm probably going to go through RC test flights videos. Oh yeah, also has telemetry, so 915 megahertz. So it has its own radio link. So yeah, so this you can plug into like a laptop, and have a USB ground station. So one of these will go on the device. This is a massive dipole. So this one's probably for home base. This one here plugs into the Pixhawk, and theoretically, I should be able to send my boat on a waypoint mission without me in it, right? And collect all the data and control it from shore. I don't know if I'd want to do that, but anyways, I picked up all of the stuff because I can take all these things and I can apply it to my RC vehicles. I can build an autonomous vehicle. I can do whatever I like with it. What's this? I don't even know what this is. This just looks like a microcontroller. Ugh. PPM encoder. Oh, okay, I see. So this takes the output. PPM, I think, is it's like a single stream. Hey, Scott. Happy New Year. I think PPM is like a single stream. Like you can have 8 channels or 12 channels all sequentially. And this will take that and decode it into PWM. So it would transform it into separate channels. So yeah, this is all because, well, A, I want to experiment, and B, excuse me, because it, I get a GPS trolling motor out of it. They sell like adapters that plug into your trolling motor, but I believe those adapters are like $500-600 US, and I paid $300 Kazakhstan Kopecks for this. And this was $30. Again, Canadian. And then I'm going to do all the programming myself, but what's nice is if I have one component fry, I don't have to replace the whole thing. I am just literally I can do a component level replacing because it's all open source stuff. So that's the goal, is to have this working. I have the 3D printer capability to print almost anything. Almost. I need to tune the Voron V0, which I want to do in these last like 2 weeks, but I've been sick, so that was a no. But tune it and then play with ABS printing, and then once ABS printing is going well, then I would prototype my parts in PLA. Once my parts work, then I would print it all in ABS. That would be the goal. So it would be heat resistant and everything. Now the question is, did this come with the Pixhawk, or is this from something else? I'll put it in there. So yeah, the Voron V0 has been a good printer, except it's having some issues. It over extrudes a little, it under extrudes a little, depending on the situation. So I need to tune it up. And once it's tuned up, then I can print ABS. And I should be able to print ABS indoors because I have a carbon filter. And it's an enclosed device, so should be good to go. Plus it's like freezing here. I think today, I'm a little messed up because it's dark down here, so it feels like nighttime and I'm tired. But it's morning. I think it's like -12 today. Vero left the house this morning. Printing ABS is a challenge. Need an enclosure, help reduce warping. Yep. And need fume extraction. So I have the Voron V0. Scott, what is this? I don't know, whatever. I have the Voron V0, which is enclosed. It's a, essentially the Voron printers are they're ABS machines. They're meant for ABS. Has a Nevermore filter on the inside, which uses this, which is activated carbon pellets, and it forces air through. And since the build volume is such a small chamber, apparently there's lots of testing, and you can safely print ABS. So, I mean, it is what it is. Also, before Christmas, I've been printing some gifts for the family. I have none that I can show you. Oh, but I have all these prototypes. So essentially, Vero and I have made lithophanes for both our families. And my original plan was to make them USB powered. So you got this. So there's the USB micro. And there's the LED. And by Vero and I, he did all the work, and I put, no, that's not true. You did the work I didn't want to do, which was going hunting for the photos and stuff. 0.2 does not seal well at all. Gap around the top hat. Yeah, Joseph, the goal is to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes, but people print ABS on the V0 all the time. So anyways, the goal was to use USB because we don't like to give a gift like you got to put double A's in this thing every time it burns out, and then you don't have your lithophane photo until you run to the dollar store and spend money. That doesn't make sense, right? So the idea of these pucks, room for improvement exists. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So here's the keep it simple, stupid model. So it was using the USB in. This it's a PCB it's a USB breakout board, essentially. So there we go. And it used, here's a prototype. It's using resistors to drop the current into these little 3-watt LEDs. But at the last minute, we had to scrap this because even though I used a crap ton of resistors to spread the dissipation, it was still getting way too hot. And I wasn't comfortable, leaving this in the hands of normies, our family, essentially, just in case, something went wrong. So at the last minute, we pivoted and we ordered lights on Amazon. And that's what these holders are for. So there's big puck lights that slide into here. And then your lithophane slides into here. So I'm going to make that into a YouTube video showing the whole process and releasing my STLs so that people can use these. But in another video, I want to get the custom lights done. It's probably going to end up being a PCBWay video because, I'll probably order custom PCBs and whatever. I'll probably do 2 versions, one with off-the-shelf components, like so. So the plan is to use a DC-DC buck converter, constant current, constant voltage to drive the LED. So that won't heat up as much. The LED has, the heat sink has access here, but you'll have to dim the LED quite a bit so it doesn't get too hot. These LEDs do get hot. But also custom PCB, and then also the affiliate link, to Amazon. I need to, no, I don't want to discuss that. It's fine. So yeah, essentially, I'm gonna, snake my way into a PCBWay video because I have really nice LEDs. These guys. Ugh. I have these LEDs. Ta-da! So I can make there we go. So I can make a video using these LEDs, and these LEDs. So then people who want to make lithophanes, they can decide their level of customness. Do they want full custom PCB, custom housing, custom bracket, and then their lithophane, or do they want custom housing, off-the-shelf LED, custom bracket, and their lithophane, or do they want custom bracket, Amazon LED, put in lithophane, it's done. So that's going to be the goal. It's going to be lithophanes in three levels of custom. And yeah, I think lithophanes are really cool. I know, like, excuse me. Sorry. I know another maker has been trying to get me to do lithophanes for a long time because I think his wife, Kim, makes them. And he was like, it's simple, it's simple. I looked into it. It was actually pretty simple. And so that's that. So that works. Now, because I abandoned ship on a lot of these designs, I got a lot of scrap pieces to go, into the recycling now. But that's okay. Because, the thing is, we made like 10? I think we made like 10 gifts. So when I was finalizing a part in CAD, I was printing them 10x. Solar-powered outdoor light boxes. May just buy some landscape lights, steal the guts. Yeah, Joseph, that's probably a good idea. Because you can get the X5252 chips, which I have them somewhere around here. I was planning on messing with them, but the fact that you can go to the dollar store and get them for so cheap, I mean, I don't think it's worth it anymore. Because if you want to buy the panels separately, then the batteries, battery holders, the X5252 chips, you need the inductor, and then wire it all up, then pick your LED. It doesn't seem worth it anymore. So that's that. So that was it. Yeah, that was my Christmas rush project. I think these holders came out pretty well too. I iterated a couple times. So like this was the proto where I was trying to get the curvature right, and really Vero, if she's still in the chat, she can attest to, like, I tuned down the clip, like it clips into the Amazon lights so nicely. Like, it has just the right amount of like clip, but when you pull it out, it's not like you have to like force it out, because the Amazon lights are rechargeable. So yeah, I think that was a pretty fun project, and I can't wait to make a video on it, because I think other people are going to like it too. So yeah, this is going to go in recycling. Oh, and these were also, they were made out of PETG. They're not PLA, simply because they needed to be a bit more robust, right? I'm giving this to normies, and Vero's family is far away, so I didn't want to have to, if it broke, send 3D prints, the other side of the world or whatever. So they're pretty robust. I haven't tried to break them, but they're pretty robust. These were printed on actually all these black parts, they were printed on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. Really don't need the Max for what we were doing, but it's just I have two printers in easy access, which is the Max and the Voron. So yeah. All right, so that is that. Do you guys want to unbox something? I should probably do it on camera, but I don't feel like doing it on camera. Hang on, let me go get something. I'll do it on, well, I guess I say hold on, let me get something, but you're coming with me since I have wireless audio. So I just need to like blank my address. Ugh. Oh wait, no, this is the inner packaging. Yeah, okay. So, the snow speeder I need to get done before winter finishes. And I have a sneaking suspicion that it's going to finish soon. I mean, I hope it finishes soon. So I bought this. This is for the snow speeder, but it's going to be for a lot of projects. Wanted something a bit more modern. Excuse me. So I didn't unbox this. I was probably a good idea to do unboxing on camera, but you get what you get. I didn't realize there was a retail box on the inside. So this had like a shipping box. I switched to PLA Plus, performs much better than PLA, still easy to print. I agree with you, Scott. The only thing is that PLA Plus is still very rigid, and so when you're giving people things like this, if they fall, right, the more rigid the piece, the more the chances of it snapping. But like, look at this Pet G. It's like so springy. So, but I agree with you. PLA Plus is fantastic. Your wife doesn't watch your live streams. Well, that's her loss, isn't it? But I will say this thing, which I won't be able to fit in frame. Oh, this whole thing. This thing, which is huge. I don't know if I can really give you a sense of scale here. But this ginormous thing, like I can't stretch across there. This is all PLA Plus. This is, in fact, this is almost a full spool of PLA Plus. If you look, oh, it's hollow on the inside. This is the Snowspeeder V2, which I really need to work on. So yeah, that's PLA Plus. That was printed on the Neptune 4 Max. All right, so this is a new toy because how it works is that, ooh, look, it has like freaking official stuff. How it works is that you can have multiple models and the same controller. And my old one was getting a little bit long in the tooth. Double-sided tape, okay. Interesting to have that just on top there. And so, yeah, it's time for something new. Recently got the Bambu Lab A1 with AMS. A1 or A1 Mini? I don't see very many people have the A1. Most people have the A1 Mini. I think Bambu Labs, though, is at a point. That's not good if you just have a random stuff in the box. Okay, there's one receiver. There's two receivers. And there's some cables. Ooh, silicone wire. You went with the larger one. I have been conflicted because if someone in my life asks me what 3D printer they should get, and they're a normie. Oh, look. So yeah, that came off of there. So if a normie in my life asks me which 3D printer to get, I will say a Bambu Labs. Oh no, there's no thumb? Oh God, this is really offset. It's gonna be hard to one hand. This is full of dust, and it's like cardboard dust. So yeah, I'm conflicted because I would recommend the Bambu Labs for sure, but I don't like the closed source nature of it. I don't like the ecosystem. You know, I really am lusting over building my own Voron 2.4, but there's like three big problems. One, as soon as I buy a kit for 2.4, they're going to release 2.5 or whatever. Two, a kit for the 2.4 from like Cybor on AliExpress will cost me as much as I paid for my current car, $1,500. Mind you, you can't claim your car on your taxes. Well, you could if you used it as such, but I don't. So there's that. And three is that I would really have to put effort into fixing up all the other 3D printers I have here to a state that they can print reliably and then sell them. And that process does not interest me whatsoever. Okay, so we have a battery inside. Very good. Lithium polymer battery. 7.4 volts, but this also works on AA's. Not a fan of AA's. Receivers use so little electricity that you charge a lithium polymer once and it'll last you a long, long time. So let's let the smoke out of this one. But yeah, I agree that the Bambu Labs is like the least effort. The closed source isn't great, but it's the closest you've been to painless 3D printing. Yep. I would totally expect no less. The other thing is the Voron, though, although it is a lot of work, you can watch the whole process here on YouTube. I did it all live. And the thing is, you're building adult Lego. And I kind of like that. So this is not... They really want you to shove this guy up in here. So I really enjoyed the build. All right, let's see. On. Oh boy, it sings. Not set failsafe. Need to set... no. Is there a menu? I thought this thing was fully programmable. So there's like channel 2, switch 3, switch 2. Okay. Oh, I don't know what that does. Timer, sensor. Okay, so that works. Trim switches. Watch Marketplace for someone giving up on a build, 2.4 that way. So, okay. Ottawa in general, where I live, there are people selling Vorons, like in this area. Like my search, first of all, there's nobody in Ottawa selling any, but there's a couple in Montreal, which is about 2.5 hours away. There's a couple in Toronto, which is like 5 hours away, like sort of, this way. But they both want more than what they paid for the kit. So both people selling them, they think their labor of putting it together is worth something rather than just wanting to move on from the project. And you will find this, especially in Ottawa. I don't know why. You find it all the time that like people will like buy something and then they'll post it for sale like every single day at a profit. It's so weird. I'll probably do a Trident with the extra 350. Very nice. Those who want to print stuff, those who like to constantly work on printer and print stuff. So I agree, Scott. I agree with you. I would love to just go in and click print. But the thing is, I believe that the 2.4 is a superior printer to the X1 Carbon. And the reason why I believe it is because if you look at like Sion, Unexpected Maker, his Bamboo Labs had a sensor fail. And so he replaced actually 2 sensors. One failed, but he replaced 2 while it was in there. He did all of the factory procedures you need to do. And he says his X1 does not print like it used to anymore, which is crazy. So, I mean, I would have nothing against buying the X1 Carbon right now. I would love to buy one. But I think the 2.4 is superior because it's bigger. So that's another thing. It's bigger. And I love some of the features of it, like the Nevermore filtration. Bamboo Labs doesn't have that. Hey, be quiet, you. So, I mean, it's horses for courses. Oh, channel monitor. Oh. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to have to learn this. Oh, here we go. Okay, system, firmware update, all that stuff, model select. Okay, this is good. I'm feeling better about this purchase now. And I mean, on top of that, Scott, I want to build it. I think that's going to be fun. Going to build it on live streams, probably 6 or 10 of them, who knows. The only thing that I don't like is that the Voron has so many mods that it's kind of hard to get your... I turned you off. Huh. You can't turn it off in the menus. So anyways, the big frustrating part that I found with the Voron is there's so many mods that the kit creator just puts all these mods together and ships it to you without instructions. And if you need help, you have to go onto their Discord, which is horrible. Tinkering with printers is fine, especially if you really enjoy doing that stuff. Yeah, I feel you, Scott. I feel you. I mean, look, my V0 is built, and I've been printing with it for months, and they still haven't tuned it. So I completely understand. Thomas Sandlanderer, what's his channel? Made with Layers? I don't remember. It used to be just his name. He built a 2.4, and once he got the kinematics working, he just like, okay, it's printing like this now. So it's just an open frame with no nothing. So I need to look on Thingiverse/printables to see if there's a thumb adapter for this. So you would take this wheel off, and then there'd be a little thing that you can drive one-handed, so then you can have a camera. Need to look at that. It smells like chemicals. Hopefully I don't regret this, but here we are. My other remote is way more premium, but it's just so old. In principle, if I could have tackled the NRF 24L01 bear in the room, I could have made my own. I've watched the channel for a while. I wonder if it dropped off your sub list. You're not... Do you go in your subscription feed to look for videos? Because if you just mostly browse the homepage, YouTube does not give two craps about who you're subscribed to these days. They give you stuff based on what you watched and not who you're subbed to. Because I have to manually go into my subscription feed and be like, whatever happened to this person? I haven't seen one of their videos in ages. Every day you do? Okay, gotcha. Because, yeah, YouTube is just... Subscriptions have been rendered more and more useless because, like who cares? The only reason why subscriptions are still important to YouTubers is because a lot of sponsors, before they'll even discuss, you know, what, how many views they're going to expect from their sponsored video, they look at your subscriber count. It's like a quick way for them to say, no thanks, you know, ahead of time. So this is the G7P, I think. Yeah, FlySky G7P. So I'm going to go check on printables. Hopefully this is still set up properly. I think Brave is my browser. Screen. Printables. I'm sure they look at that count. Yeah, they do. FlySky. Let's go FlySky thumb. Oh wow, this is that's a freaking massive. Oh here, this is what I want. But this is the FlySky Noble. That is freaking massive. Wow, that's incredibly huge. Looks like the geometry is not too bad. Might be able to do it myself. Looks like a square with chamfered edges. Because I'd like something that just slots in behind. I don't think I need it to, excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely they sponsors definitely look at subscribership. And it's like, I get it. It's a quick way. It's a quick way to, you know, tell people to screw off. It's like a hierarchy thing, you know? So this is a full wheel. Maybe I can use one of these. Here we go. That's what I want. Look at that. Thingiverse coming in clutch. And GT5, no. It's crazy how much Thingiverse still is relevant. Page 2. Nope. So yeah, probably gonna print this out on the Voron. Sorry about the sniffling. Still am sick. Corporation Xenometric doesn't have to be a good one. Yeah, that's it, Gerald. Definitely. It just it is what it is. I'm not mad. I just don't. I think it's not a good metric. Everything I've designed was done on Thingiverse. Yeah, so what's his name? Oh my God, Johnny Bergdahl scolded me the other day, like last year, at some point, for having used Thingiverse. He's like, we use printables now. Hey, Junk from Work. Okay, I need to talk to you, Mr. Junk, because when I go to sleep at night, follow me on this one here. When I go to sleep at night, I put on YouTube, and I usually want something like calm and relax. Actually, you know what? I'll come over here. Yeah. Hang on. Screen. Okay. All right. So this should be not signed in YouTube. What is this? Oh, I logged in. Oh. This is my logged in for my AI video. I think it should be fine. Steve Mold. So I listen to Steve Mold often because it's just nice, calm, relaxing content, right? And so I go down to something, this one, Golf Ball Paradox.
Have you ever seen?
You guys should watch this. But who do I see? 10K. Here, I'll upvote it too. 10K upvotes from Junk from Work. I've been conducting a version of this experiment for years. I can confirm that it's impossible to get a golf ball to do anything you want it to do. So the funny part is on mobile, because when I'm sleeping, right, I have my phone. On mobile, they only show you the video, and then you scroll down and there's one comment. And that comment was yours. So I think that's hilarious. Found you in a random corner of the internet. 10,000 updates. Did Steve reply to this or no? I don't think so. Come on, Steve, you coward. Yeah, no. Oh, and you replied to. Okay, that's a bit. You lose some points there. You replied to you should just, post and leave. but freaking amazing. I can't believe it. Freaking junk from work. And now here you are, the freaking superstar, which, by the way, I have to say, the first episode of the Simple Electronics podcast, the pilot with you on it, between audio and YouTube, I think you're up over 10,000 views now, by the way. Your feed was blowing up. I don't think you did, yeah. Yeah, I love Steve Mould. My sleeping time videos are Steve Mould, Nile Red, Steve Wallace. It's been Veritasium and Vsauce sometimes these days. Sorry. So, yeah, I can't believe I found your freaking comment there. I was trying to freaking sleep, and then I just see a junk from work comment. So yeah, hopefully you've been good. By the way, Happy New Year to everyone in the stream. I did say it at the beginning of the stream, but not everyone was here. So Happy New Year, folks. I hope 2025 is not a burning pile of dog doo-doo. I mean, it shouldn't be. I just hope it isn't. Yeah, I'm diseased. Hey, Peter. All right, Scott, thanks for stopping by. I mean, it's 4 a.m. I think the goal now is you can't go to sleep because you've already passed that critical point. So you need to stay up. I'm probably not going to be streaming for another probably another hour or so, because it seems like my voice, this is a test because I don't know how long my voice will last. It seems like my voice could have lasted long enough for a video, but now it's too late. So there we go. Hey, Franco. Happy New Year. Oh boy. Now everyone's here. There's so much pressure. Must perform. Dance monkey. Dance. What am I doing with my life? Well, we can unbox one more thing. Let me go get that. This one I do have to blank out my address. These are things that have slowly been pouring in from after the Canada Post strike. Alrighty then, see if I can rip this label off. I have to say though, some AliExpress things were still coming in during the Canada Post strike because they use like third-party delivery folks. Wow, I can hear some high-frequency coil whine. You're in Canada, Gerald? Damn it! I think I put all my big markers upstairs. I have a Sharpie. I don't think the Sharpie does a good job though. Dang it. Near Tirana. Very nice. In a Canadian sense, I also am near Toronto. Drunk from work, though, he's nowhere near Toronto. Drunk from work is a bit far. I'd love to go visit down where Drunk from Work lives. His province, at least. Yeah, I got that right. It costs more money to take a plane from here to British Columbia than it costs to take a plane from here to Europe. As long as nobody messes up the Mississauga tax-free warehouse, yeah. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, folks. I think an increase in our taxes is coming after the next election, for sure. You'll be paying like $100 less on your federal income taxes, but everything else is going to be increased in taxes so that they can say that they did a good job. Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's see. It's crazy, man. I can fly to Japan cheaper than Ontario. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're right next to Japan. You could swim there. Thanks, Dan. If nothing else, I got 8 miles to nowhere. Oh, you did your treadmilling. Thank you for being here. All right. Flights are insane. Mom passed over the holiday. Oh, sorry to hear that. Flights were like $1,000 for one way between Ontario and New Brunswick. I would not fly from Ontario to New Brunswick. I know like circumstances are different for everyone, but from here to like Halifax is like 14 hours. I would just drive it in 2 days. All right, so I got a big box. There's the label I've been working on for the last 20 minutes. She's a big boy. See if I can figure out how this opens. Okay, I think you got a slice down here. Although I say that, but when I visited Vero's family for the holidays, they are not 14 hours away. They're far less than that. And I hurt my back being in a stupid, shitty car for 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it was. 12 hours, 15 hours. All right, there. Oh, shit. Almost knocked down a multimeter. Meds have been delivered. Freezing cold. What's the temp up there in England? Because I know we all have different definitions of cold. Last minute flights, 4 people is a cash cow. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, 4 people, that's true. 4 people, that's when like prices get multiplicative. Because when I'm like, well, a flight to somewhere is this much money, the train is this much, and the gas to go is this much. But then I'm like, yeah, but if I multiply the train ticket or the plane ticket times 2 for me and my wife, it makes for a very expensive travel. All right, let's open this biatch. I don't know how exciting this is going to be for you guys. Pretty exciting for me, though. Kind of expensive, too. Freaking spent a lot of freaking money. Can't complain about this specific one, but All right, some brackets. Oh, they're metal. That is good to hear. So here's some brackets. Here's some brackets again. The photos made it look like it could have been plastic. Hardware, nice, very nice. And 4 linear rails. So the deal is the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max is giant. It's like 400 and something mils by 400 and something mils and like, I don't know, 600 mils, whatever. It's huge, but it's a bed slinger. It's a self-purported, high-speed bed slinger. The V wheels are getting chewed up to crap. Minus 2C. That's pretty chilly. So I figured I need to fix the V wheels, but instead of replacing the V wheels, I'm going to put linear rails on both the Y-axis and then the Z-axis. So essentially, I need to make a video. Okay, 1. Okay, 4 Max video. I'm gonna be a little harsh to them in this video because the 4 Max is good for if you want to print a large volume, so large volume, and you want it to be relatively low cost. But the bad part is that it's not great. It's not a plug and play experience. So problematic. So I'm going to say that. But then 2, upgrade the 4 Max. Betamax video. Yeah, nice. So upgrade the 4 Max with linear rails and the frickin' printer with a massive volume. It's like 400 and something mils by 400 and something mils by, like, I don't know. It's huge. It's gigantic. It uses a 0.4 millimeter nozzle. So I'm going to go up to maybe a 0.6, maybe a 0.8 millimeter. I don't know. I'm going to put a bigger nozzle. So I'm going to linear rails, bigger nozzle, and yeah, see if I can recalibrate it and all that stuff. And then hopefully it's going to be a pretty decent machine. Because, all right, Peter, thanks for stopping by. Because this was, here, I'll tell you how much this was in Canadian kopecks. This was 154 Canadian dollars to upgrade both axes. Plus like $4 for the nozzle. And then you need, some people online have been putting the silicone bed springs. So let's say another $5. So if for $165, $175 more dollars, it becomes a much better printer, my question to Elegoo is why not offer this in that spec to start with and charge $250 more dollars, right? It's the, here, let me see. Screen. So 3D printers, 4 Max. There, yeah, 420 by 420 by 480. Huge. And look at this. Oh, now they have the multi-size nozzle kit. They didn't have this before. Sorry, I'm just dying a little bit here. They have 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, and 1.0 nozzles now. So they didn't have that before. Go away. So, like, this is not a bad price. It's huge. It's huge for under 600 bucks Canadian. Let's change this to USD. 3D printers, Formax. Yeah, look at that. 420. Oh, fuck off. 420 US dollars for like 420 by 420 by 480. It's huge. But why does it come with a 0.4 millimeter nozzle? That's the question. Go away. It should come stock with a 0.6. Definitely. And then why have shitty bed springs? And why not linear rails? You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. Is there... doesn't say. Doesn't even say. Like, you have a giant thing. Doesn't even, yeah, it doesn't even say. 3-star reviews. I have a feeling they curate the reviews. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they're so close. They just need... all they need was a little bit of more bed stability. So I probably would have taken these rails and screwed them off like to the sides more. Better bed springs. See, this is not even the max here. Yeah, nowhere does it say the nozzle size. It uses like the Bamboo Lab style hot end, which is fine. My V0 uses that too. Oh yeah, and the tensioning knobs seem to unwind themselves. That's another thing. So I mean, you just do a couple little changes, and there's a fantastic printer. And honestly, the Ender 3s were this price like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, they're often on sale. Here, I'll send you guys over there. I just want to check Amazon. Okay, it's not cheaper on Amazon. It says $600 here, but it's $420 on Elegoo's site. And when I got it, they didn't even have different size nozzles available. I Oh, it's pre-order. It doesn't even exist yet. So I got mine on AliExpress simply because that's what was available. I got a bunch and I didn't pay very much money for them. And so I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if I want to go 0.6 or 0.8, but I think I've got, hang on, I'll go check which ones I have. Because 0.6 allows you to keep a lot of detail, but still improve the print speeds. Let's see. This is the one that came with it. The stock. I'm going to be mad if this is not 0.4. So it's not even labeled, so it's 0.4. The same as stock. This guy, yeah, 0.6. And I have one. Oh, I don't have a 0.8. I have a 1 mil or 0.6. So probably going to go with the 0.6. A little, yeah, I know, a little sick, huh? That's fine. You don't got to be here. So I think I'm going to put the 0.6 in. No, I want to put the 1.0. I want the big squirt. I'm probably going to put the 1 millimeter nozzle and print some just absolutely ginormous things. In the summer, I do want to print RC boats. So 1 millimeter nozzle will get the job done. But that means that I also need to get another printer. I need to dust the cobwebs off another printer. So probably going to be the Shin Winnie. I mean, I was going to end the stream, but now everyone's here. I don't want to end the stream now. Everybody's here. That's why we unboxed this thing. So my question is, should I order a 0.8 mil or just use the 1 mil? Probably just use the 1 mil. You know what? I got it in stock. So essentially, I've got a lot of videos planned for the new year. I just need to do it. I need to check how many videos I released last year. I need to release like double. By the way, did you guys like the AI video? That was a very different thing for me. Spent a lot of time editing that. Did a lot of work to it. Just wondering if you guys liked it. I think on the back end, let me see. Oh, I missed a phone call from a spammer. Oh no. Whatever will I do? I think on the back end, it only got like 1,000 views on it. Thousand-ish views, yeah. Where are the analytics? Yep, 1,000 views. So I was hoping it would creep up more, but it has not. I think I should go back to bed. If we're done here, I'm probably going to play video games, to be honest. I can't really film videos effectively. Not yet. Soon. I should probably tidy up around the house too, because it's a frickin' disaster in here. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mr. Walker. Oh, that's another thing. How do I word this? If you guys know interesting circuits I should look into, you know, like circuits that do cool stuff using more basic parts, let me know. either send me an email, use the form, or whatever. Collect interesting circuits. Yeah, essentially, I want to be making a little bit more videos this year. So yeah, if you know some cool, interesting circuits that I can build up, make PCBs out of, you guys let me know, because I'm going to be looking for that. So yeah, post it wherever. You can put it in the comments of the videos. You can reach out, whatever you'd like. And yeah, I will take that into consideration. I think my voice is leaving me now, though, so I probably should end the stream. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Appreciate you. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to record a video instead of doing a live stream. But yeah, anything you guys want to see this year, let me know in the comments below. Let me know interesting circuits, stuff that you find interesting. And I'll catch you on the next one of these streams. Thanks for watching, everyone.